are we going to see small Enja? He's just setting this up. How finding gold then made you Beatrice? Come on. Shannon is so hoping that Butler is going to come back. No, it doesn't make sense. That makes sense that nothing would happen. Somehow George is a trigger. Beata, what's your problem? Just speak with Butler. Come on. Okay, do you mean that Butler didn't actually meant what he said? Are you going to fall in love in Shannon? I guess both of them are at fault. Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it seems it's about time for another episode of Umineko Chiru. So yeah, I'm going to just try to the episode because the previous episode is still not uploaded yet. I'm actually about to upload this for members right now. But anyway, what I wanted to say is that I hope that this week we'll have 2 episodes of Umineko, so I will be on schedule. That's why I'm like 1 episode ahead right now, basically. And yeah, because yeah, you know, stuff happens right now, and that's why we had like only 1 episode per week recently. But yeah, I hope like this time I will manage to like put 2 episodes for you guys. And yeah, also speaking of which, about the previous episode when I like randomly thought about like what if like Lambda Delta is just another like imagination stuff from like Shannon, and then I thought about this later that night. And I thought about what if Lambda Delta is represented by a representation of Natsuhi? If you think about this, like Lambda Delta said in like episode 3, that was I think, or like 2, I don't remember when, she gave Beato power basically, right? And she can take power from Beato whenever she wants. And if you think about this, Beato being created because Natsuhi tossed the child. So Natsuhi created Beato. Lambda Delta gave Beato her powers, basically. She can take the powers away. If Natsuhi acknowledges Beato as the child that she thrown away, then she will become Yasu again, I guess. So that will be equivalent of taking power from her. So she might be like representation of Natsuhi. Yeah, that's like my another random thought that I had that I shared on Discord recently. But yeah, I think we'll just go to the next episode and I will go and see what's going to happen, because we're going to finally meet with Kyrie for the first time in the backstory and see what's going to happen. So let's do it. Okay.
はじめまして。キリエと申します。
Hi, Kyrie.
よろしくお願いいたします。
名前だけならアスムさんより前から知ってるわ。ルドルフの昔からのガールフレンドってね。
ええ。ご縁は随分になりますので。
Yeah, pretty much. Kyrie is unfazed.
ようこそ。当家に早く馴染まれることを期待します。
はい。私も早く慣れて。 夫をサポートできるようになろうと思います。
それにしても可愛いお嬢ちゃんや。名前はなんて？
エンジェちゃんですって。
Oh my god. Wait, are we going to see small Enja? Is that possible? Do they have like another sprite for Enja? I don't think we'll see Enja, right? Like, did we had like another sprite for another character for like age difference? Okay, we had young Kinzo, I guess, but it's just reused Butler. It just reused Butler appearance basically. Yeah, I don't think they will just see Enja. They will just like talk like from her perspective probably or something.
可愛らしい名前ね。
Just like with Yasu, we didn't get to see Yasu, so I guess that's the same case with Enja.
やはり仲直りはできなかったのかね。よりを戻すならこの機会と思ったんだがな。
Yeah. So, okay, when is it? I forgot. Wait. Is it like year after? So Enja should be like 1 year old, I guess. Yeah, I think she's like 1 year old.
親父に似て頑固なやつでな。
もうバトラ君は帰ってこないの？
We don't know.
寂しくなるわ。
男には家を飛び出す気概くらいやってもいいもんや。 そういう男はな、
Hell
きっ
yeah.
とビッグになって帰ってくるで。
Say whatever you want, but Hideyoshi is amazing. I really like Hideyoshi. He's just like the coolest uncle ever.
そうバトラ君にとってもう今のお家はお家じゃないもの
You can let me know in the comments if you agree that Hideyoshi is the best uncle ever.
帰る場所はもはやそこじゃないわ
吉田前、ルドルフの家の都合だ。私たちが詮索することではない。
ありがとうクラウス兄さん。それは私たち家族の問題です。でもバトラ君がルドルフさんと一緒に暮らせる日が来るよう私も努力をするつもりです。だってエンジェのたった一人のお兄ちゃんなんですから。
Yeah.
ああ、バトラめ、意固地になっちまってて、今は何を言っても逆効果だ。
Okay, so tell him something opposite, and that will make opposite effect. Tell him to, hi Butler, never come back. And he will be like, no, I will come back.
アスムのお父さんがちょっと短気な人でな。焚きつけちまってるみたいでな。
大丈夫よ。きっと遠くないうちにルドルフさんの気持ちを理解してくれるわよ。
わしらには
Well, he did come back
でき
later. We heard his reasoning about this in the episode 4 actually.
仮に帰ってこないにしても、はよう仲直りできるのを祈っとるで。
バトラが来ないとなんだかつまらねえぜ。
そうだね。早くルドルフおじさんと仲直りしてくれればいいのに。
バトラ様の気持ちを考えると辛いです。
Yeah.
急に家族が変わっちまったようなもんだしな。家が居心地悪いってのもあるだろうぜ。
男にはいつか独り立ちしなければならない日もある。
Well, it's funny that you say this, George. Like, at that time, you decided to go away from Eva in like episode 7? This episode? No, episode 6. When he fought Eva, yeah, it was episode 6. But yeah, you are still like with your parents and stuff, George, right now, so not exactly the best line from you.
バトラ君にとってはもうそれが訪れたという話なのかもしれないよ。
そうなのですか？
そうさ。男がいつまでも両親のもとでぬくぬくしていたらかっこ悪いよ。
Oh my god, look at that. Look how George is playing this. Holy shit. He's aware that Shannon likes Butler. He's just setting this up so she will forget about Butler and go after him. Just look at this. This guy is like, holy shit. Oh my god.
荒々しく巣を飛び出して一肌あげなくちゃいけない。僕もやがてはと思ってたけど、彼に先を越されて。
And with this face, he's like, yeah, believe me, forget about Butler.
一旗あげ
And we know that George was always jealous about like Sean having fun with everyone else. He said that himself. Once he makes his name in the war, do you think he will come back?
ひょっとしたらもう帰ってこないことも。
Oh my god.
これは彼にとって巣立ちなのかもしれないのだから。
巣立ち。
バトラ来なかったわね。
Yeah, pretty much. White Shadow, that's a new soundtrack, I think, right?
ああ、なんということだ。
Maybe not. I don't know anymore. Like, there's so many soundtracks with Umineko. I lost count, like, which are new and which are not, to be honest, because all of them are amazing and memorable. Okay, this one is old one. Now I hear this. From names, I cannot, like, figure it out. Outside of, like, I don't know, Mirage Coordinator, Hope, Thanks to be Born, some, like, the most impactful ones.
わらわはシャノンにきっと来るからと何度も言ってしまったぞ。
Yeah, we kept having hope till this point.
バトラが来なくて深く落ち込んでいるに違いない。
Oh yeah.
わらわがいい加減なことを言って希望を持たせてしまったから。親族会議の今日を張り合いに生きてきたようなもんだしね。彼女の気持ちを考えると。
ありがとうございます。私は大丈夫です。
I had been reunited with the witches once again in that dream world. Though I could never remember anything during the day, now that I was in the dream world, I somehow knew that this was the reunion. The witches both looked apologetic. Though they had tried to cheer me up by saying that Butter would come today. Now that he couldn't come, it was like they had been lying, and they seemed to regret it heavily.
シャノン、もう。
Yeah, maybe next year.
お気遣いをありがとうございます。悲しくなんかないと言えばもちろん嘘になりますけれど、私は大丈夫ですから。
Okay.
そうか？
How finding gold then made you Beatrice? Come on.
そうなのか？
I need answers.
ならば良いのだが。
バトラのやつ派手に喧嘩したもんだからきっと引っ込みがつかなくなっちゃっただけに決まってるわ。男は意地っ張りだもの。
そうであるとも。威勢のいいこと言って飛び出したものだから、今さら引っ込みがつかなくなって意地になってしまっただけに違いあるまい。きっと来ればよかったと後悔しているはずだ。そうとも、そうであるとも。
Or he forgot already. For some reason, they seemed nearly desperate in attempts to encourage me. It was almost funny to watch. I couldn't help but giggle.
本当にありがとうございます。だって言ったのは皆さんじゃないですか。これは試練だって。
The truth was, I couldn't really fool myself so easily. When will he come back? This is just like, she just admitted that she's trying to fool herself. Like Beatrice is herself. And Gap is basically herself. Right? It's not just that Gap is also her imagination. When will he come back for me? When isn't a question. Will he come back for me ever? Yeah. If I start mopping now, the uncertainty and sadness will probably tear me apart. But they've taught me. This is a test to see whenever I really have faith in him or not. Ah. The very fact that I feel uncertain and anxious is a betrayal of my resolve and of his promise to come for me someday.
ジョージ様が言ってました。これはバトラさんの巣立ちかもしれないって。
そうよ。これは後ろ宮の生を抜け出て一人の男として羽ばたくという巣立ちなんだわ。
よくよく考えれば私たちはまだ若いんですし、本当に結ばれようと思ったらまだまだ社会的経験も信用も何より年齢が足りません。
Makes sense.
バトラさんが本当に真剣に考えてくださったならばこそまだ迎えに来られるわけがないんです。
Shannon is so hoping that Butter is going to come back. Holy shit. I'm so sad for Shannon now. I still don't know how do you justify murder everyone. But I still feel bad for her. Oh my god.
そうだ。その域であるぞ。よくぞその境地に達した。
達せてなんかいません。でも今はそう思うことにします。
Okay.
それが試練で バトラさんを信じるということなんですから。
I wonder if she like keep this principle even on Rokkenjima game. If this whole game is about like trust. I mean, we were told we should trust Beatrice and stuff. I wonder if she still holding this trust thing into like trusting Butler. I mean, yeah, she did trust Butler. She was like trusting him to solve the mystery. I guess, yeah. If he had showed up today, then today I would have had to inform Madame that I was quitting my job as the servant. But was I mentally prepared for that? I spent all last night worrying about whenever Butler-san would come or not. I spent so much time worrying that not only was I not mentally prepared to quit my job, I didn't even prepare a letter of resignation. In short, I still don't have the resolve that I promised him that day. Okay. I'm sure that God knew that. Butler is supposed to come for me when I found my resolve. I wasn't resolved, so it's only natural that he didn't come back today. Okay, so she's tying back basically. So I'm starting to wonder. I mean, okay, doesn't make sense that she... I mean, okay, she blamed Butler because she said that Butler didn't come back. So I guess at some point she get the like resolve and he's still not come back. But I just thought like, what if like she's like blaming herself for Butler not coming back because she couldn't find the resolve and she was like believing that because of that he didn't come back earlier. But she's still blaming Butler. So, huh. What if 6 years later... No, it doesn't make sense. Okay, I will just read. I have many thoughts right now. Yeah, it all makes sense now.
だからきっとバトラさんがいらっしゃらなかったのは私の決意がまだだったからです。彼が来てくれるかをしっかりと信じることもできなかった私では。
おそらくバトラもそうであったに違いない。そなたを迎えに行くだけの決意や覚悟がまだまだ足りなかったに違いない。
神様は薄情じゃないわ。二人の気持ちが本当に近づいた時、必ず
織姫と彦星のようにな。
Okay, Orihime and Hikiboshi. And something about star. Hikoboshi, I think, means the first star, right? I don't know what means Orihime, actually. I know the character that's named Orihime, but I don't know what that means. Hikoboshi is, I think, like first star or like morning star, something like that. Or rising star. Something along these lines. Where is this? Is it in the tip menu? Okay. Tanabata, 7th day of the 7th month. Oh, 7th day of the 7th month, okay. And Hikiboshi assassins lovers represented by the stars vegan altar. Legend says the human Hibishi were placed on the opposite sides of the heavenly river. River! Epitaph! That is the Milky Way, and forbidden from meeting. Except for once per year on Tanabata, when magpies create a bridge across the river to bring the lovers together. However, if it rains on Tanabata, the rise of the river prevents the lovers from meeting, and they must wait another year. Huh. Sweet fish? That's random.
今年の七夕はたまたま天気が悪かった。今日のことはその程度に思おうと思います。
That's how I would like to think about it. I have no other choice. Okay. Butler-san. Okay, going back to Meta World.
でもバトラ君が帰ってくるのは
6年後の話だ。
Uh-huh.
だいぶ先の話になる。
このままこんな辛い気持ちのまま6年も待ち続けるというのですか？
Yeah, but still, apparently Butler came back in the 5 years, like in the 5 years or in the 7 years, nothing would happen. So why exactly 6 years? That's the mystery.
来年こそはと毎年待ちわびるのは、それはもう永遠に待ち続けるにも等しいものでした。
I guess if you think about this, if Butler would come back in 7 years, that makes sense that nothing would happen. I mean, I don't know why in 5 years nothing would happen. That's still mystery to me. But I can reason out why in 7 years nothing would happen, like the year after. Because in 6 years, when Butler came back, George gave Shannon ring, right? And proposed to her. And that means that she cannot be with Butler, but Butler came back. That's okay. But anyway, what I wanted to say is that in 7 years, if like the ring scene with George would happen in the 6 years, right, like in the game, and Butler is not there, then nothing would happen. And then Butler comes back in the 7th year, and Shannon is not on the island anymore because she stopped being the servant because she's with George now. Or maybe she's like his wife already and she's like just in the like you know, conference as like wife and husband. And that's when like Beato have like nothing to do with Butler anymore in 7 years. Like somehow George is a trigger. 6 years ago, specifically 6 years later, specifically because of the George event, of the ring event. It's because of that. But why accepting, like, why would you accept George, like, proposal when you want to be with Butler? Is it because Butler is not remembering you and you just don't want to, like, and you are like grieving and you are like, yeah, he don't remember, so I don't give a fuck? Like, how does justify the murdering everyone? And why 5 years before would nothing happen? I guess that would not... Okay, 5 years before would not happen again, because of George. Because she gave her ring 6 years, but if Butler comes back in the 5 years, then George still didn't propose, and she would quit the job and be with Butler. So everything is because of the ring scene. I'm still trying to reason out why would that like cause like everything. I don't know, just like I said in the previous episode, like you don't want like to have like Butler to anyone, don't give it to him to anyone or something. I don't know. Like what's your like Beata, what's your problem? Just speak with Butler, come on. Like he comes back, you just go to him and talk to him. What the hell? You loved him, right? So just talk to him. God damn it.
痛々しい話ね。あなたがしたと思ってる約束を当のバトラは全く意識していなかったようだし。
バトラ君はルドルフおじさんに似てキザな言い回しを好むこともありました。そんな言い回しが誤解を与えたのかも。
バトラはきっといつか後ろから女に刺されるわね。まあつまりこれはそういう物語なわけかしら。
Wait, Leon, did you just said like... Okay, do you mean that Butler didn't actually meant what he said? And he was just like randomly saying some shit? And it's not like he forgot, it's just like he just thought like, hey, I just said like some weird stuff to Shannon and that means nothing. Is Butler just like incompetent, like Beato said in red? And he's just like totally dumb and everything? What? What's happening? Leon just suggested that Butler is like Rudolph, just like melodramatic and stuff, misunderstanding.
言葉は意味が宿れば人の人生を左右することだってある。
Yeah, what if the words carry significance only for one of the people that's in the conversation?
軽率な言葉は人を殺せるかもしれない。
Careless talk can kill, yeah. That's true. So they just basically suggest that Butler literally... It's not like he forgot. He just don't give a fuck. What?
恋の目、恋の根。
Sprout of love, root of love, root of love, okay. 1 year later. Okay, when is this? It's like 3 years before accident? 4 years. Okay. Okay, I need to like revisit my thoughts about Butler. He seems more of an asshole than I thought. I mean, I didn't thought about Butler like that, but if he literally, not like he forgot, he just like don't care what he said because he's like Rudolph. What? But it still doesn't like make sense why Butler said that he don't remember what he said 6 years ago. Oh wait, that makes sense. It's in his mind it's not a sin. In his mind it's not something he promised. That's why he cannot remember any promise, because he thinks that he never did any promise. Okay, this is messed up. Is that actually the case? They're suggesting this in this episode. Since Leon said that about like being like Rudolph.
男ってどうして群れるとバカばっかになるんでしょうね。
Jessica room was filled with laughter. Also, Mammon is very long time in the, you know, on Rokkenjima.
なんつうかさ、幻滅するわけだぜ。
When did she stop working?
ちょっと大人びててかっこいいかなって思った人がさ。
I still have a feeling that Mammon is the one of the servants that we had mentioned that fall from the stairs. Like there's no other way. Like it must be like Mammon.
クラスの男どもで群れてる時にゲビた話で下品な声で笑ってるの見ちゃうとさ。
確かに男同士でいる時の男の方ってすごい子供っぽいですものね。
Jessica, I want to like actually remind you that like few episodes ago you just like actually the last episode you was like in the conversation with like everyone else, like you guys had this kind of conversation between yourself as well.
まあそれを言ったら女も同じようなもんですけど。
The fun chat between girls continued without end. Tonight, Krause and Natsuki were out late at the meeting on Nijima. Normally, Natsuki was always watching, so Jessica would make sure to be curt while with the young servants. But when Natsuki wasn't around, Jessica never did that. She had invited the servants of similar age to her room, They were chatting away noisily. All of them were at the age when they wanted to know about love. Jessica enjoyed talking about love, all the more thanks to the rigid and constricting ways she had been brought up, and she seized upon this chance.
お嬢様だって素敵だし、お年頃だし。
Wow. Mom on your face, why are you making the terrifying face?
気になる男の子がいらっしゃるんじゃないですか？
恋はしてえけど、気になる男子ってなかなかな。
はあ。
お嬢様はもっと恋に積極的でもいいと思うんです。余裕ぶってられるのも。
Are you going to fall in love in Shannon? Because we know you love Canon, and if Canon is offshot of Shannon, that means you love Shannon.
友人の誰かが付き合いだしたなんてことになったら、急に世界がひっくり返りますよ。
そんなわけねえじゃん。私の友達に裏切り者はいねえぜ。多分。
Okay.
ああ、ダメダメ。女の友情で一番信用ができないのが恋の出し抜きです。お嬢様だって素敵な人と知り合ったら絶対友人なんて裏切って付き合っちゃいますって。
Yeah.
シャノンはどうなんだよ。私ばっかりでずるいぜ。シャノンも話せよ。
私はそういう方が身近にありませんし。
Around, but kind of far away. Yeah. Not around. Yep. He's far, far away. And like Orihime and Hikiboshi, I don't get to see him very often. Like, you don't see him anyway, like for a few years now. It's not like not very often, it's like never. In fact, I don't even know if I will be able to see him again. However, I believe that he will come for me someday. I believe it.
シャノンは裏切るなよ。彼氏作るなら一緒だぜ。約束したもんな。
Okay, if you get boyfriends, we'll get them together. Okay.
ああ、シャノンちゃんみたいな子に限って案外早く一抜けしちゃうもんですよ。
シャノン、白状しろ。本当に付き合ってるやつはいないよな。
いませんよ。本当です。
本当に？
本当です。
Okay.
私たち恋人作るのは一緒だからね。絶対だぜ。
This is interesting actually, because they kind of got boyfriends together, right? In like episode 6. Like, I mean, Jessica fell in love in Canon and like she became together with Canon. And this is the same year when Butter came back and when Shannon became together with George. What kind of like love triangle is that? What?
嘘ついたら針千本のませ。
はい、約束します。それは嘘をついてる。
So that's important or that's not important? I don't believe it's not important. Like everything in Umineko is important. This promise must be important for 6 years later.
絶対この中でシャノンちゃんが一抜けする。私にはわかるんです。奥手そうな子がいつもみんなを出し抜くんです。
なんだよこの野郎。白状しろ。白状しろ。
Nice.
お許しください、お嬢さん。
I wonder if Shannon will actually tell her that she loves Butler. Amidst cheerful laughter, another lazy Sunday afternoon passed by. Okay, I guess not. I worked my way out of the fight and looked up at the sky through the window. I wonder if Butler-san is somewhere out there right now, surrounded by his friends and chatting about the same topic we are. I only hope that you are thinking of me the same way that I'm thinking of you. Yeah, based on what Leon said and saying that Butler is melodramatic and saying some bullshit sometimes, just like Rudolph, I don't think he thinks like that. But in the backstory, he clearly looked like he loves Shannon. Unless he thought of her only as the friend and they loved reading mysteries together. I generally thought, like, in the backstory, Butler gave the impression to me that he actually loves Shannon and he mean what he said. I'm not sure anymore. What I should believe? Okay, I would believe that Butler actually meant what he said and he forgot for some reason. Like I said, maybe he had some kind of accident or something. Like, he came back, like, he left the Ushiromiyas and then he, like, fall or something and lost his, like, memory of, like, what happened sort of with Shannon or something like that. I want to believe in Butler. I don't want him to be like that. I don't know what to do. But if I beg for that, it's the same as admitting that I don't trust you. I will wait. And when you come for me, I will announce then and there that I'm quitting my job. Yeah. Sure. From 6 years later, it didn't happen. I mean, you quit the job and forced everyone else to quit their jobs forever. I've already prepared myself for it, but you haven't come yet. That isn't because you won't come, but because I'm not resolved enough yet, right? So she still thinks that's her fault. It's because I haven't clearly envisioned the future with you, right? I will wait, no matter how long, until you come for me, riding a white horse. Yeah, the freaking sentence. I will always treasure our promise, the promise of our precious resolve. The question is... Oh. Okay, now Mammon is suggesting that Butler is not trustworthy, basically. Oh my god, they really, like, pushing the idea of, like, Butler just being an asshole. Thinking that she had read my mind, I spun around. Of course you hadn't.
異性同士で心を通わせるってやっぱ無理なのかな。
相当難しいと思いますね。女はすぐに相手のことが分かったような気になって。
Oh my god, they really suggesting that. Oh my god. I swear, like, this episode is suggesting that, like, everyone is suggesting that Butler just don't give a fuck.
異性同士で心を通わせるってやっぱ無理なのかな。
相当難しいと思いますね。女はすぐに相手のことが分かったような気になっちゃう悪癖がありますから。男の特に深い意味のない言葉にいちいち何かを感じてしまって勝手に勘違いしちゃうって
ああ、いるいる、そういう子。はために見てどう見ても大したこと言われてないのに一方的に彼は私に気があるとか言っちゃってる子。
Oh my god, they really pushing this idea. They really pushing this idea. Okay, I guess I will have to believe that Butler just don't care. Oh my god, so this is basically... Whose fault is it then? I think it's Shannon's fault, right? Because she misunderstood. Okay, no, it's Butler's fault because he said some bullshit without thinking. On the other hand, they were like 10 at the time. So you cannot blame them for, like, just talking to each other some random stuff. I guess both of them are at fault. To some degree. The pair of them laughed together. When the girl gets a wrong idea. Could that be me? No, that can't be. After all, Butler-san made a clear promise to me. He said he would come for me, riding a white horse. Yeah! Doesn't that sounds like a fairy tale to you? I mustn't doubt. I'm sure this conversation I'm hearing is just another one of God's trials. So I won't listen. I won't even think twice about it. Wow. Oof. Oof. Those demonic sneers tormented me and tried to lead me astray. Okay. You remember when I said like Mammon fall, like I said like probably Mammon fall through the, like is the one who fall on the stairs? Mammon is the one who's like suggesting these ideas mainly right now. What if freaking Yasu pushed her on the stairs? What if Mammon died because of like Shannon? Is that going to be a thing? I'm sure he will come to me in the next family conference. But Butler-san didn't come to the 1982 conference either. Yep, he did not. And with this beautiful side of the sea, we're going to save and wait for the next episode. Yeah, I think this is a good place to end. We'll see what's going to happen next, because yeah, fate strongly suggests that Butler just don't care. He didn't thought of what he didn't really thought about what he's saying, and Shannon basically got the wrong idea. So Shannon basically understood Butler how I did. I was sure that Butler was serious about this. And like, he just loves Shannon, like spending time with her and just wanted to be with her and stuff. Like, he was like blushing, taking head outside. Maybe when he came back home and he left family, he like grow mentally or something, and he was like, yeah, I remember what I said to Shannon, but I was just a stupid kid, so yeah, it doesn't mean anything. Something like that. He didn't thought about Shannon, like, what if she's still thinking that this promise is valid? Maybe he just got the idea of like, yeah, it didn't really matter, so yeah, she probably thinks the same. And that's the wrong thinking. So yeah, anyway, that will be it for this episode, and we'll see like what's going to happen next. We are going to see, I think like probably 1984 is going to be like one of the breakthrough points for the story, because that's time when the portrait of Beatrice was like hung in the guest house, and the guest house was built in general. So I think we still need like 2 years in this backstory to get like some big like plot twist, reveal, breakpoint, breakthrough, something like that. But yeah, we'll see this in the next episode probably. So anyway, thank you for watching. Leave up a like if you liked the episode, dislike the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, check my Discord. You can also become a member if you want to see the episodes earlier and support me that way. Thank you everyone. So yeah, I will see you in the next one. So thank you once again, and for now, Pocket Watch is going out.